Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And in today's video, we are going to be giving a nod and a shout out to Mike the Investor and Crypto Kingz, because they covered something that I have been saying for the longest time, and I put it out on this video in here talking about DeFi gambling. You will get wrecked with other dApps. And they covered this the exact same way, basically, and what I was trying to tell you guys about regarding the closed ecosystem of DeFi, and specifically the closed ecosystem of the Drip community. But first, let's play a clip from them so you can hear it in their words, and then I'm going to go back to what I said and what I think the actual solution needs to be. Just a quick message, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. This helps bring brand awareness to the channel as well as all Forex Shark related projects. Thank you.
And drip in it here. Now, one thing I want to mention, you can see the current price of drip is around 42 cents. But one thing you can also notice, if you head over to the animal farm, take a look at pigs around $80. Take a look at dogs around $21. Why have we seen the prices drop even lower, right? Well, in my opinion, and let me know what you think about this in the comment section, but I think it's very logical to see what's going on. A lot of people are in the droplet protocol because this is pretty much a yield farming protocol for us to use. So let me go ahead and refresh this real quick. All right, so now we can see if you look at the total value locked over 2.3 million. If you look at the price of droplet, $6.44, gold and drip share over 1,400, and L bonds over $30. Now, if you go back to the first video where I showed droplet, this was about almost 6 days ago. Look at the total value locked. Under 700K. Look at the price of droplet, 323, gold and drip share, 750, L bonds, 811, and this wasn't even a week ago. And if you look at how the protocol is performing now, 2.3 million, almost 2.4. And then you can see the price pretty much doubled on both of these, and it's almost tripled here for L bonds. So you can see a lot of this money that's in droplet is from the drip community itself. And so in my opinion, all right, that's from Mike the Investor, and even Crypto Kingz had something to say about what he saw in his comments from people's investor mindset.
Mindset and DeFi. What I found that most people are doing, maybe not most, maybe it's 50-50, but a lot of people are just falling for hype over and over and over again. Prime example, on Telegram, I've seen multiple people saying, I'm selling my animal farm position, I'm selling my pigs to get into droplet. That's a recent example. There's been other examples in the past. But yep, I'm making 10% a day in droplet, so why would I be an animal farm when I can do that in droplet? People are falling for hype, and that's not passion drop.
All right. So you heard it from Mike, you heard it from Crypto Kingz, and I mentioned it before. And and they both said this, it's not anything bad about droplet, but what you guys need to understand and what I want you to wake up and hopefully take from this video, and I mentioned it in this one, it is a closed ecosystem. It's just like a casino that has locked the doors, and locking the doors is symbolic of the money printer being turned off by the Fed, it being a risk-off environment for anyone that wants to invest. So the only people at the casino are the ones that have been there. Meaning, if I sit down at the table and I go to the drip gambling table and I have $1,000 in my pocket to gamble, but I only put up 500, I still have 500 left. And if I go to another table, all I did was take my 500 from the drip gambling table and move it to another location. And God forbid, I actually made profit at the drip gambling table, and I took that and moved it to another one. So these projects that the community is coming up with, it's great to see them building, but they're not looking at Forex's actual vision of what he has for the ecosystem, the vision of actually building utility for crypto as a whole. Now, I've talked to DeFi Proof, and they do have things in the works that they're going to do. They're going to add to it. So it's just short-term negative volatility on the drip price and the pigs and dogs, and they will be adding utilities to the back end later. So I think just like I said what Forex did, they decided the same thing. They know there's a lot of gamblers out there, and the easiest way to raise capital for crowdfunding is just to say, yo, come gamble over here. So they got almost 3 million in liquidity in less than 2 weeks, and that's a great crowdfunding startup, but it comes at the cost of everybody else at the table. Do the math. They burned 30,000 drip, but they have a TVL of $3 million. This means that some of that money, like Mike said, and like Crypto King said, came from the drip and animal farm ecosystem. And even if it didn't come directly from that, which you can see a reduction in the price as a whole, but let's just play the devil's advocate and say it didn't come from here, even though we see the price dropped. It came from the players in the casino. Meaning you still had the money in your pocket and you chose not to put it in drip. So you had $5,000 extra dollars of risk capital, $10,000 extra dollars of risk capital, whatever. You had extra money. And instead of you putting it into the actual animal farm or pigs or dogs or drip, you decided, yo, I'm going to go over to this other table. That's my point. So that 30,000 drip that gets burned is great, but there was more money sitting in people's pockets that could have came into the ecosystem. But instead of the community building additional utility, or us still waiting on Forex, they decided to go to the next shiny object because they're trying to actually make their money back from the 1 year negative volatility that we've had on drip. So they're jumping to the next shiny object. And I do believe long term that Droplet will be here and that it's not going anywhere. It's not a negative thing with Droplet. They're going to add some utility, but it's just in the short term, we're going to get hit with it. And the same thing for the Guardians of Reservoir. I think that's a cool project, but it doesn't add any utility. All it is gamifying the people that are currently sitting on the sideline saying, you could have taken your BNB and put it in the reservoir, but you didn't. So now we're going to make it a game way for you to put that exact same BNB into reservoir that you could have put in. So yes, that helps get people in, but it's the same people sitting at the table. It's not new money. It's not additional utility. It's not additional market and eyes outside of the drip community. It's the same people sitting on the sidelines that have extra money, that have been waiting for opportunity to get in, waiting for Forex to drop the UI, whatever the case may be, but you still have the same amount of capital. The only way this ecosystem grows is A, by the next bull market, B, by us adding utility external to the degens, external to the drip community, making it so that the people in the NFT community, people that are Bitcoin hodlers and ETH hodlers, making it so that they're like, yo, I want to get over here and do something with this network and this community. And so far, these projects that I'm seeing are not doing that. So, and again, that is what Forex is trying to build. That's why he wants to build a decentralized borrow and lending. He wants to build games that are actual AAA game style. He wants to add the insurance and the FDIC kind of model. So all these different things is so that people can look at it and go, okay, I want to use those different protocols and features. It's not about the degen side. That is the money printer that Forex built that he's not going to change. But in order to feed that printer, we need a bull market, or you need actual utility that feeds back into it in a non-gambling degen way, so that people that are actual investors that are like, I want to invest in blue chip capital or blue chip stocks, they will come in. And that's what the Animal Farm actually does. So Forex has mentioned that he wants that capital that's sitting on bridges and says it'd be attractive for them to come here. That's going to take a lot of work to get them over here, but if it does, then that increases the viability of the Animal Farm, makes it look much more attractive to other people. That's the goal. That's what people need to wake up and see and somehow grow up so that the space matures and we stop gambling. So right now, this is the lowest I've seen the dogs ever, and Pigs is coming back to a retracement, but we'll see this tick back up by the time this video launches because he has the injections. But it's just amazing to see that people just chasing the new shiny object and want to jump into things. And they're making money. So that's great. I'm not knocking the protocol. Those that got in have ROI'd. I've heard people say that ROI 3x, 4x, 5x. But even though they ROI'd, you haven't seen that money come back. So they ROI'd and they took their profits because they were down from this protocol. So that did not see its way back into the actual community. Long term, like I said, I believe it will when they build the extra utilities and stuff like that onto Droplet and expand it. But right now, it's just going to be kind of an additional bleed out on the ecosystem. But at least it's not a bleed out like it was with other protocols that took it completely away from drip and they wrecked their communities by rugging or having exploits. So that's not going to happen with Droplet. I'm certain of that. And again, I do think it's a great project, but I want you guys that are out there building to think outside the box. Don't just think of the next degen gambling play that can make you a couple $1 million. Build something with utility, go through the grind of having the slow adoption that people migrate to versus trying to make the quick $1 million. Anyway, that was my rant. Just want to share that with you guys. Hope you found it valuable. If you didn't, or you did, you know the drill. Smash that HBO special regardless. Help a brother out, like, comment, subscribe down below. And until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real-world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.